Alright, YouTube, wanted to give an update on the Mack 2019 Mack Anthem. Truck's got about 26,000 miles on it. I did the first oil change this weekend. Probably, I wasn't gonna wait to 40,000, is what they recommend. I did it at 26, and the reason I did it because I saw that the fuel filter was needing changing. And I hear a lot of guys say that their Peterbilt with a Cummins in it, it can't go 10,000 miles without the fuel filter needing changing. So this one, it went 26,000 on before the fuel filter needed changing. And in my opinion, it probably would have lasted longer, but I've been up in some cold climates, and I guess condensation in the tank makes water get in the system a little bit. So that's that. I had the oil change, the service greased, and all that stuff at 26,000. Truck's been performing amazingly. I have no complaints. But here's an interesting thing I learned. I thought that there was something wrong with it because the transmission was shifting at a lower RPM. And I was like, wow, why is it shifting so low? Well, as you know, I haul liquid smoothbore tanks, and so the liquid sloshes and snatches on the truck a lot. And the way I drive it is, I try to compensate for the slosh by using my foot on the throttle. I'll lift my foot or accelerate to keep it from violently hitting the truck. So I noticed the transmission was shifting at lower RPMs, and it was accelerating differently. And I'm like, well, dang, what's wrong with the truck? I hope it ain't acting up. Well, once I stopped trying to compensate the throttle, I figured out that the truck is learning. It's literally anticipating the slosh. And for guys that haul tanker, that's an amazing feature. This truck actually takes the slosh out after a while. It's been learning how to shift without letting the slosh bang against the truck. Now, anybody that pulls tanks knows, oh man, that's technology at its best. This truck is actually learning as you go. So I'm thinking that something's malfunctioning in the transmission or the throttle position, and all the time the truck's trying to figure out, and it's saying, hey, we got slosh, we got a load that's moving back and forth, and accelerate accordingly. And I figured it out when I stopped trying to, mash the gas and release the gas to keep it from sloshing. I just started holding the throttle solid, in one spot, and the truck anticipates the slosh, and it stops it. It doesn't let it slosh. Maybe just a little bit, or if you gun it, then okay, it gives up on it. But if you hold the throttle solidly, this truck will learn how to shift and not let it slosh. And anybody that drives tankers knows that's a big issue with, the load banging against the truck. So for this truck to be able to adapt and learn how to drive so you're more comfortable is amazing. So there again, 2019 Mack Anthem, 505, 12-speed automatic, 240 wheelbase. This color is cobalt blue. This is actually a beautiful color. It's kind of dirty, but it's dark out tonight. But it's got metal flake in it. It's got a metal flake in it, and it's a beautiful color, guys. It's a beautiful truck. I get a lot of compliments on it. I had a friend of mine, me and him, were pulling dedicated loads up to Wisconsin. Now he's got a 95 kW that's been turned up any way you can turn the truck up, and he always bragging about how fast and strong it is. And he and I had a load going the same place. His truck blow that black coal out the top, and he wanted to see how this Mack performed. And he told me, he said, Chance, he said, man, your truck pulling just as hard as my truck. He said, man, we both were loaded about 79,000. He said, man, it ain't like I can run off and leave you. You know, I let him go on up the hill because I didn't want to be that close on him pulling the load. You know, I like to leave a little room. Plus, this truck has a performance button in it. If I'd have hit performance button, I'd have probably run all over his truck. But I left it on economy mode, and in economy mode, this truck competes and performs just like a truck that's got boost turned to it and fuel turned to it. This truck is performing on a level with a high performance trucks. It's been altered and tuned up and all. He was just shocked at how I could pull a mountain with him. He got 79,000 on, and I had on about 79,800. And he was like, Chance, man, I just don't believe how well that truck pulled, man. I think I'm gonna try to look into getting me a new truck. And I told him, I said, hey man, I love this truck. It performs immaculate. The transmission and the ECM is learning how to shift with a load so that it doesn't slosh. That is amazing to me. So there again, 2019 Mack Anthem. You can't beat it. That's it. See y'all guys later.